Warning: do not listen to this hypnosis recording while driving a motor vehicle or operating machinery of any kind. This audio recording contains a professional hypnotherapy session and is designed to induce an eyes-closed state of hypnosis. Welcome to your hypnosis recording from richmindhypnosis.com. I am Jesse Berg, your hypnotherapist, founder of richmindhypnosis.com, and author of the book Rich Mind, Poor Mind. I thank you ahead of time for choosing richmindhypnosis.com for your personal products, and feel very confident that your experience will prove rewarding. Whether or not you have experienced hypnosis before, or whether it has been with a one-on-one session or a recorded session, I guarantee that not only each hypnotist, but each individual experience offers something unique than ever before. Please listen to the following carefully before starting the actual session. I highly recommend, as an ideal requirement to your session, to listen to the Rich Mind Hypnosis pre-talk in preparation for your hypnosis sessions. This was sent to you and included in your downloads when you ordered. If you do not have access to this, you can contact administrator at richmindhypnosis.com. That was the email address, administrator at richmindhypnosis.com, and request this pre-talk MP3. The pre-talk is very valuable in understanding the basics of hypnotherapy and adding to your success. Okay, next I'd like to go over something very common to a person experiencing hypnosis, which is to have expectations of what you are about to experience. Expectations are not negative, they are natural. However, making sure your expectations are positive and do not work against you is important. For example, many people who have not had very much exposure to hypnotherapy are still under the belief that to be in hypnosis is to not remember what happens in the session. This is not true. A deeply relaxed and hypnotized person indeed remembers the session. Another is that a person will often think that they will experience some supernatural level of relaxation. When they do not always meet their expectations, they can incorrectly believe they were not as hypnotized as they should have been, when actually hypnosis is very relaxing. And often people report incredible levels of relaxation and even blissfulness. It is still not expected that everyone will reach a level of relaxation that is much different than normal. However, hypnosis does work like exercise does in one way, which is conditioning. With more repetition, a person does seem to reach deeper and deeper levels. So whatever relaxation you feel is the correct level for you at the given moment. You are hypnotized while feeling fairly regular. Another is the simple expectation of the results a person expects and wonders about. This is a good time briefly to mention the difference between hope and expectation. They are both great, and yet have subtle differences, especially regarding something like hypnosis. Hope is when we see something we want, be it physical, some kind of emotional fulfillment, or monetary. We hope to get it. We can relate to this. This is different than expectation. Like when you just expect the sun to rise every morning. It takes up a different place in your mind that you can feel. now. It becomes automatic, and in no way do you ever wonder as you awake and check outside to make sure the sun did rise. You feel this without even thinking about it, and know it will happen. And this is a place of totally secure beliefs in your mind. And as you expect to get the results from this hypnosis session in much the same way, you awake the next morning, going about your business, knowing what needed to take place did. To have positive expectations versus hope. You will take action on your part and live as your new changes open up to you. It is nice when something offers you a concrete result that you can rely on. Just like knowing the sun will rise tomorrow. And as you think about what you want from this session, you can be assured you will find it in the same place of your mind. Again, I recommend the pre-talk, which goes into some more depth and the great characteristics of hypnotherapy. With all of this said, you can expect something that absolutely qualifies as powerful and unique. Hypnotherapy not only offers deep, permanent change and a more clear self-awareness, but does it quickly and more easily. You can expect to relax much more than you have in some time. You can expect to finish with a positive, more clear-centered vision and sense of where you are going, and you can expect to have a smile on your face for the rest of the day. As we close, these next suggestions are very important for your session. Do go somewhere where you will not be disturbed for the length of the session, where it is quiet and comfortable, where you will lay back and be able to close your eyes. If there is too much disturbance, you may get distracted and not be able to focus on the session. If this happens, and we all do have busy lives, just be willing to stop and start over again at a later time. Set up your listening device and be ready to push play as you lay back and begin relaxing. As you go into this, remember that staying awake is important. If you are challenged listening to such relaxing sessions and falling to sleep during the session, just try and listen earlier in the day, or sit more upright, yet still reclined. This is relaxing and helps most people stay awake. The session is designed to keep you awake, yet deeply relaxed, just enough to be aware of the recorded session. Besides this, there is nothing for you to do except listen and relax as you follow along. I thank you again, and I'm very excited for you to experience powerful changes using the great method of hypnotherapy. Thanks again, and your session will begin in a few moments. You can get in a quiet, comfortable place, and I will see you in a minute. Now that you are in a comfortable, quiet place, we can begin. And as we do begin our hypnosis now, you can just allow, if you have not yet, your eyes to close and continue wondering just what the next few moments will bring. And as much as you may be familiar with how this rich mind hypnosis induction begins, you can anticipate how it will end. Differently this time. There are subtle differences in each induction and similarities as well. As long as you are indeed in a comfortable position, listening and ready, allowing your eyes to remain closed, you can notice, as I suggested, that there are sounds and silences around you now. There is furniture in some arrangement, and yet that can fade more and more from your focus and awareness, just being more concerned with the sound of my voice, along with the sounds around you turning more and more into silences, as you allow your mind to focus in on my voice, letting any other sounds begin to fade into the distance, like the sounds passing from outside of a car that you are driving in. But now you are here, relaxing just as much as possible now, knowing that somehow, in some way, you will relax even deeper as we continue. Further down. You have thoughts that wonder what will happen, how this works, and you can be aware of those as you quiet your mind, simply listening for my next word, which causes you to relax more than the last word. You can be aware that as relaxed as you get, you can still stay awake and just alert enough to listen to all the words, and yet go so very relaxed. Now, I, as the hypnotist, do wonder just how deep you will go today, and as you continue to listen intently, I will ask you to take your attention to your eyelids. They are closed and relaxed now. Feel your eyelids, and you know that it is possible to relax your eyelids so much that they will just not open. The question now is, how powerfully can you relax your eyelids today? In a couple moments I will ask that you relax your eyelids so much that they will not open even when you try. Let me explain to you how you will do this. You can imagine what it is like to pretend that you have relaxed your eyelids so much that they will not open. It is like the imagination you used as a child to pretend so well, and then act it out as if it were real. So in a moment, when I ask you to use your imagination and pretend so well that you have relaxed your eyes so much that they will not open, you will be able to do that easily, just as a child would pretend and run up to their parent and say, "Watch, my eyes won't open." And the child would pretend to try and lift their eyes by moving their eyebrows to show that they really can't open them. You too can now reach inside to this same powerful, childlike imagination and relax your eyelids so much that they will not open, even when you try. Even when you try and test them by lifting your eyebrows. So now, set your intention to make this work. Relax your eyelids so much now, and try and test them to make sure they won't work. And stop testing, and relax even more now, and let that same level of relaxation in your eyelids spread down through your entire body, and you can know that we as human beings do better the more we practice. So in a moment we will do that again and make it more powerful. I will give you something new to make this much more effective. We know as adults that you still maintain the freedom to open your eyes, if you chose to. We also now know that the power of directed imagination can work wonders. So we know that you could choose to open them. We know that when you use your imagination to relax your eyelids so much, you can also choose to not have them open, just as the child was able to pretend so well. So, in a moment I will ask you again, and set your intention very powerfully now, that it will work even better this time, and the next time. So now, relax your eyes so much that they will not open, even when you try. And go ahead and try and test them now. And stop testing, and let this new level of relaxation spread down your entire body, while you take in a deep breath, and exhale, relaxing more. And the more you relax, the deeper you relax with each breath. And you can realize that each time you do anything in hypnosis, you get better and deeper each time. As we continue, just notice the next few breaths you take, and your breath can be a powerful, wonderful guide into relaxation for you. The nice relaxation we have developed in your eyelids can spread through your entire being, and let yourself become aware now that indeed each breath you inhale and exhale without even thinking about it takes you more relaxed than the last breath, while you wonder just how good you can feel. In fact, go ahead now and take an even deeper breath in. And as you exhale, relax. Go ahead and imagine inside your mind a mirror. This mirror can look any way you want it to look, as long as you can see that mirror in your mind's imagination now. And in a moment, you can look into that mirror, and we will start counting together, seeing numbers reflected back at you. The thing about this is that with each number we count and see in the mirror, you can become more deeply relaxed with each number. That eventually the numbers will fade into nothing, and nothing, until all the numbers are gone from the mirror, and you are just that much more relaxed. Want this? Set your intention that it will cause you to go that much deeper. And know that it only takes a few numbers before they are all relaxed right out of your mind. Each number will become faded, slower and quieter very soon, until they are gone. And now look into that mirror in your mind, and I will begin. Slowly, one more relaxed with each number. 2, slowly down already. 3, more relaxed. 4. Slower and more relaxed. See into the mirror. 5. Even more relaxed with each number. Beginning to fade. 6. And very relaxed, almost totally faded. And 7. So relaxed. Fading. And now even the mirror is fading and completely gone. So put your attention on the first color that comes to your mind to represent relaxation. So you may attach my voice to that color so that you can see the sounds of my voice guiding you much more relaxed. Now gently put your focus on your face, the area around your eyes, your cheeks, your lips, the tongue inside your mouth that can relax back from the roof of your mouth, and set your mind to relax all of your face just a little more and more with each breath you take. And allow your awareness to go to both of your arms as equally as you can, and allow them to begin relaxing even a little more until they start to feel separate from you. And as you take your awareness to your legs, let me tell you that going deeply into hypnosis at your own rate feels the best. And allow your legs to relax as much as they are ready to, until they relax more with each breath you take, without even thinking about it, for no other reason than me suggesting it. And let the relaxation you have developed spread right down through your feet. And let me tell you, there is no need to feel the need to do anything else than let each word take you more deeply relaxed. And there is no need to go into a deep hypnosis faster than what is comfortable to you. And now, take your attention, if you will, back to your eyelids, and this time it will be even more powerful. And relax your eyes even more than before, so that they will not open, even when you test and try them. And go ahead and try and test your eyelids to make sure they won't work now. And stop testing now and relax that much more deeply now. Become aware of how much better you are beginning to feel, and notice the relaxation is good for. Hypnosis just makes things feel that much better. Now as we focus in on today's issue. As you look into the mirror the multiple times a day that you do you feel good about what you see? Starting in the next few moments, you will find out how and why you will forever banish the feeling of having an unhappy self-image. You will see that all along you were just in front of the solution to this problem, and now you will have it. When a person feels they have a poor self-image, it affects everything they do. Like what I told a person I met the other day. What if you just opened up, starting now, to at least the possibility that you can have a positive self-image in just a relatively short period of time? By listening to what I say next. And you will feel good with what you see looking back in the mirror, no matter what. And feel good about meeting people, acting on what you desire, and doing it with confidence. And this person responded back to me with curiosity and a fresh anticipation for what was to come. And like a good friend used to tell me, just go ahead. Go with it. Go with it when it sounds good. Right before he introduced me to a special book, telling me I would like what I read. It was a book on finding emotional freedom. And the story begins our journey to a new self-image. Even the very next time you look into the mirror, seeing the same physical you, but a new emotional you. And you will say, yes, I get it now. And before we begin with the story that I read in the book, you can allow yourself to hear the next suggestion and let it take you more relaxed each and every time. Your mind is now fertile ground for positive information. Your mind is now fertile ground for positive information. Your mind is now fertile ground for positive information. Deeper relaxed. Your mind is now fertile ground for positive information. And your mind is now fertile ground for positive information. And relax deeper. As I opened the pages of this book, I just knew inside somehow that what I was about to read to you will change so much about self-image. And the story began describing a woman who walked through a park every day on the way to do her chores. She took the same path out and the same path back, to and fro, from home every day, and on this path through the park, she always passed the same things. The first thing she would pass on her walk is a small man-made pond with a water fountain in the middle of it. And she always admired its beauty. And she looked down into the water and would see her reflection. And just like clockwork, she would hear someone else in the park yell over to her. "You look bad," they would say. As usual, the woman would look over, but couldn't see who yelled such an awful thing. And as usual, the woman continued her walk. The next thing the woman approached is the storefront of a shop. And the storefront of this shop is covered with mirrored windows to keep the sun out. And as the woman walks by, as always, she looks into the reflection of these mirrored windows on the store and can see her reflection looking back at her once again. And as with every other day, she hears someone yell over, "You don't look attractive," they would say. And again the woman looks but is unable to see anyone, and is amazed at what some people will say, and continues her walk. And as the woman approaches the end of her walk, she comes to an old well that still has water in it. And this old monument grabs her attention. With the water still in the bottom of it, the interested woman admires its ancient appearance, and as always she looks into the well, and once again can see her reflection in the water at the bottom of the well. And as usual hears a person comment, "You have no reason to feel good," they would say. And even though the woman knows better, she doesn't understand why she always has someone yelling to her about her reflection, making her feel sad. The woman finishes her usual walk, and we take a moment to allow you to go even more deeply relaxed, and let each of the next suggestions take you more relaxed each time, and even more than the last. And you can find the positive in your self-image. Deeper relaxed, and you find the positive in your self-image. Find the positive in your self-image. Find the positive in your self-image, and find the positive in your self-image. And more relaxed. You are starting to uncover now that every time you see yourself in a mirror, in your mind, in your imagination, or from someone else's perception, you are not seeing the true you. Your true self-image. You are seeing a clouded version based on outside information. Just as the woman in the story, every time you listen to outside input, your true self-image is interrupted. And from now on, you become aware of your true beauty and deeper relaxed. You become aware of your true beauty. You become aware of your true beauty. And you become aware of your true beauty, while you become aware of your true beauty and deeper relaxed. As the story of the woman on her walk concludes, we can see again that woman begin her walk. Again the next day, she approaches the small, man-made pond with the water fountain in the middle. And as she approaches, she pauses for a moment, thinking that when she looks into the water, she will see her reflection. But this time she will wait before looking and see who it is that yells at her. The woman approaches the small pond with the water fountain. And before looking into the water, she looks around and doesn't see anyone. She figures if no one is around, she is in the clear. So she looks into the water fountain, sees her reflection, and at last, peace and quiet. She, for the first time, did not hear anyone yell negatively at her. The woman enjoys this, as she doesn't feel bad about her reflection in the water, but wonders just why it was different this time. The woman finally can see that there never was anyone presently yelling awful things to her, but the people from her past that said things that she believed about herself. And from the times she said bad things about herself and believed them. Every time she heard the negative comment as she saw her reflection, it was just an echo from long ago that she still had held on to. And now, with this new, insightful knowledge, a little surprised at herself, but still relieved, she made her way on her walk. Now getting to the storefront with the mirrored windows, and she cautiously pays attention to what is around her, and looked into the mirrored windows on the storefront to see her reflection and silence. Just her beautiful face, and the woman now knew she was onto something, and continued her walk. And now she approached the end of her walk and came upon the ancient-looking monument, the old well. And the woman approached the well, this time with more confidence, seeing no one was around her, and peered into the well and saw again her quiet, peaceful reflection in the water at the bottom, and again with no interruption or commentary, just her natural image looking back at her. And this woman went on, finally enjoying a peaceful life free from echoes and past negative beliefs about herself. Simply by looking around first, being aware that the only place the negative comments could be coming from is herself. She had set herself free. To relax, breathe deeply in and out, relaxing completely. You are free from negative beliefs about yourself. You are free from negative beliefs about yourself and more relaxed. You are free from negative beliefs about yourself. You are free from negative beliefs about yourself and more relaxed. You see now, just the same as in the story, your self-image can only be tainted from outside commentary, and it always comes from you. Another person in the past, a misunderstood comment from yourself, from something you heard. All echoes that only you can keep retelling yourself. But instead, from this moment forward, you are awake enough to see that no one else is around. And there is only peace and quiet when your self-image, whether it be an actual mirror, in your imagination, in your mind, from another person, is in consideration. Your natural state, outside of negative thoughts, is perfect in its own way. Your natural self is perfect in every way. Your natural self is perfect in every way. Your natural self is perfect in every way, and your natural self is perfect in every way. And as we continue, now, take the next few peaceful moments of silence to pick one time in the future that you will imagine being different than now. Being different now that you have a clear, honest, happy self-image. Let your mind go to one thing in the future that you will enjoy more of. Being more comfortable with who you are. And see it. And enjoy this meditative silence. And when I speak again, you can go more relaxed. And begin. Slowly now, relaxing more, enjoying this time. Let your attention come back to the sound of my voice. And now in your mind, picture or see a mirror that is full body size. It can look any way you see it, as long, as it is full body size, and see your reflection in this mirror, and then relax even deeper. And as you look at your reflection, you can now take your attention to some things on that mirror in your reflection that you did not see before. Imagine and see a label pasted to the mirror of your reflection that says "not safe." This is a very revealing and healing moment as you now go ahead and reach for the label and peel it off and drop it to the ground beneath you and let it disappear. And it feels good that it is gone now. Your reflection looks better now. Take your attention to another label you didn't see before, and it says "not capable." Happily reach to it and tear it off, and again drop it to its disappearing end, and see that your reflection looks that much better now. Again. And again. See a label you didn't before. This is the last label with all the rest of the negativity put into this last label. It says "not good enough." Rip that label off and drop it once again. And now, see there are no more labels left on the mirror, feeling so much better as you see your reflection. Now we are doing something so eternal and powerful for you. Imagine a new label in your hand, all of a sudden, that says "safe and secure." It feels good, so put it on the mirror to stick there forever. Safe and secure. And it fades forever into your natural reflection. And now see a second label in your hand that says "capable." It feels good, so reach and put it on the mirror forever. Capable. And it fades into your reflection. And notice how your reflection and how you feel has been changing. And take one last label appearing in your hand. It says "lovable." It is powerful. It feels amazing. Reach over now and paste it to the mirror and watch. Lovable, as it becomes a permanent part of who you are, and relax, feeling refreshed and whole. Again. Let the mirror fade as you do indeed become aware that you continue relaxing. In a moment, I will begin counting from 1 to 4. And with each count, allow yourself to gently emerge, feeling wonderful a little more with each number until the final number. At that time, becoming totally alert and re-energized. And slowly, 1, starting to emerge, feeling the effects of a lighter mind and body. knowing your mind has taken in new, powerful suggestions, starting with the story from a book a friend of mine gave me, and 2, a little more alert, still very relaxed. You are free from negative echoes about yourself. And 3, still relaxed, more alert, and knowing on the next count, you will then be alert, refreshed, like you just bathed in a shower of healing energy. And knowing that now you are awake to the echoes before the reflection. And 4, eyes open and feeling wonderful. Congratulations, you did great. You can continue relaxing and enjoy the healing after effects of this state of mind for as long as you want. Let me give you just one more gift to give yourself. Sometime later, a few minutes from now perhaps, go look into a mirror and watch those echoes and let them go. And see yourself without any commentary. They are subtle. Echoes that you got used to. Some are feelings, some are emotions, some are even quick, small thoughts. And be free, and see the difference, and notice your quiet, peaceful self, not based on the rules of how someone else thinks you should be. This will be a powerful moment. This will expand your whole life. Just as the session revealed, this is more than mirrors, but your whole inner self-image that is reflected in so many things. You can see your reflection in others, in mirrors, in your thoughts and emotions. Start being free from negative echoes, and you will also find a nice surprise every time you listen to this session. Something new can appear. And again, I thank you for always thinking of richmindhypnosis.com for yourself and the people you care about. Thanks again, and enjoy.